So, ow. You okay, Dad?
Yeah.
That hurt you? Okay.
I'm okay, son.
Okay, I'm glad
What
things
are
are good.
you?
We should not be abusing our parents, and we try not to in this household. So anyways, Hamilton was definitely huge. It was huge for everyone. When we finally got to see the show, I can remember thinking, man, I hope we're going to be able to get through this and not get kicked out because we want to sing the entire thing. And Emma,
I was like mumbling it under my breath like the whole time.
And Emma and I, we do have a favorite part, and we do the same thing every time. So immigrants, they get the job done. Boom! That's our parental thing that we do.
Yes.
So one of these days when I'm in my casket, they're gonna have to make my hand up like this, and everybody's gonna have to go by, and they're gonna be like, "Andy, he got the job done."
Except for me, because I'm probably gone.
Yeah, because she would be the dad. So
yeah.
So I'll be sure to do that. We'll all have our opportunity to do that for her. So anyways, after Matilda, I think probably one of the biggest things because we are I'm sorry, after Hamilton.
Well, you gotta spoil it now.
That was the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Woo 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 woo. So after Hamilton, because she's now a full theater kid. You didn't hear about this a minute ago. Pretend you didn't hear. So after Hamilton, what was the big thing?
Matilda.
Yes, a little show called Matilda. So
and a movie and a book.
Yeah, what a lot of people and our theater friends may not know, not only singing to Emma every single night, but also read to Emma every single night up until she's 11 now. Probably up until about maybe 3 years ago. Yeah. So she had her very first big stage show. She was lucky enough to do James and the Giant Peach. And her and I decided that year that we were going to read as many Roald Dahl books as we possibly could.
How many did we read? We read like 7.
At least.
We read a lot.
We read a lot of them. And we got through Matilda, and then we watched the movie, and the movie wasn't nearly as good as the book.
See, I like the movie more than the book.
There's 2 different types of people, as Miss Peggy Young would say. There's those that are right, and there's those that are wrong. But anyway,
hey, maybe it's those who are right, those who are wrong.
So anytime you can pull out a Peggy Young quote, you want to pull it out.
Yeah.
That might not be one everybody can quote, but that's okay. So
any theater kid could quote it.
Anyways, Matilda was really, really the first big thing that we got into after Hamilton. And we even got to go down with some good friends of ours, Bettina and Kendall, and we got to go down and see it.
It was a total surprise to both of us.
Yes.
But a funny story about that is we were there for probably half a day.
Yeah.
Not even.
We weren't there long.
Yeah. It was an up and back trip. Because,
Up, back.
Down and back. No.
Yeah,
down and back. Somewhere.
North Carolina's
somewhere
down.
And back.
Virginia Beach is up.
Somewhere and back. Okay. But, so we had to walk around for a little bit because we got there way before the show.
Mm-hmm.
And, we decided to go to, like, one of the big malls. And, they have kind of, like, they have billboards in there, not, like, humongous ones, but, like, it's, like, digital ones, so they're, like, flipping through pictures. And one of them was, Matilda. It was, like, an advertisement for the Matilda show.
Bettina saved us. Go ahead.
But, Kendall and I were like, oh, we really want to see that. And our parents were like, oh, well, too bad. Kind of. And, so we actually, we got through it.
What did we even tell you we were taking you guys down there to do?
I don't remember.
That might be the mystery of it all. We probably just told them, we're taking you to Carolina. Maybe you get to come home. Maybe you don't. And when you're running with Bettina, that's always a possibility. Because Bettina crazy, But, I'll tell that story in a minute. Hope you're alive out there, Kendall.
But, so we finished up at the mall. Like, we just pretty much walked around for the most time because, again.
That's what we do.
But,
we hold hands sometimes. So, give me a hand. Yeah, like that. So.
But, so we all pile back into the car. We're all, like, in the back seats. And they take us into this back parking lot behind a theater. And at first we weren't suspecting anything. And then our parents showed us the tickets.
I have a great dad.
Oh. Then our children. Our children?
Me and Kendall rocked it.
You mean Bettina? No, Kendall would be a parent too.
No, I'm a child.
Yeah, Kendall's.
Anyways, keep telling the story.
But then they showed us tickets, and then we were all like screaming and crying.
Mm-hmm.
We were excited, but yeah.
But later on, one of the best, for real now, or a real moment now, one of the best parental experiences I'll ever have is we did a class called Babes on Broadway, and all of her raw friends know what Babes on Broadway is. Co Harrison is a personal hero of mine. Co Harrison is just she's the bomb. So anyways, her class would take us to different retirement homes. We would do shows all throughout town, and it was a good stepping stone for families that are just getting into theater. So anyways, we did that for 5 years, and I was in the class one day, and I get a phone call from one of the moms, or a text message. Andy, how do you feel about dressing up like a woman? And I was like, sure, why? What are we doing? And she asked me if I would dress up as Trunchbull for a cabaret that we were doing over Hurrah, and I didn't even hesitate.
I thought you about that.
So,
in almost every Matilda show, Trunchbull is actually played by a man.
Yes. None of them nearly as sexy as me. I'm
he had
sorry.
to wear a bra.
Yeah, and the weird part is I didn't have to have anything to stuff it, which is kind of terrifying. But anyways, Bettina comes back into play on that one there. So when we
she comes in with toilet paper and stuff.
When I'm in the costume, she did all my moles, so it was a really good experience to have with her in all sincerity. But she did all the moles on the face. I had my dress on. I had this bra on. Women, first of all, you guys are awesome because
they returned it after.
Oh dear Lord, there's someone walking around with my nipple juice on them or something, man. It's just disgusting. So, but seriously, women are amazing. I've always said that anyway. But that you guys have to wear those horrendous things, that thing was terrible.
I know, they are.
Yeah, I only wore it for a couple hours, and it was one of the most uncomfortable things I ever did. So guys, we have to stop complaining. Until you've worn a bra, do not complain about women or high heels.
I can walk in high heels. Yeah, I can walk in stilettos.
So, but anyways, when we did that, Bettina was stuffing my shirt. Bettina and John LaPettina, and there were some teenage boys that all knew me, and they're sitting there and they're watching me get dressed. And then once I'm dressed, they all know me. At that time, I'm like 48, 47. I'm one of the dads that's there quite often, and they're only looking at my boobage. And I'm like, boys, you do realize this is just still Andy here. And get your eyes off of these. I'm up here, kids. So it was really kind of funny. And the funniest thing one of the funniest things of that is we did not tell Hugh and Jerry, who run Hurrah, we did not tell them that I was going to be coming in as Trunchbull. And during the show, they
probably almost died.
They were sitting up front and walked in, and I heard a collective gasp from them. And my father-in-law just wasn't surprised because he didn't know either, but it is what it is. So anyways, Matilda was definitely really, really big for us. But we got more music than just that.
We have more than just theater
Broadway. Shows. Yeah, we got, this kind of music here is not love music's okay. But rock is really good music. You like rock. Anyways, so Emma started to connect with rock with some of her friends, and tell a little about that.
So
rock and roll. Rock and roll. Go ahead.
So
rock and roll.
At theater, do I need to ground you? Do I need to ground you?
She's so terrible to me. So anyways,
but so at theater, most kids are mostly like only Broadway, like Broadway music, show tunes. Wow, musical.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. Like, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But there's other music than that. Son. I have better opening theme.
Okay. But, so anyway, tell me about your rock and roll stories.
Well, I have my friend named Kennedy. And she's also a big...
Kennedy still does not know where she got that name. If you ask her this very day, say, hey, Kennedy, where'd your name come from? Man?
John F. Kennedy.
She doesn't know. She got confused somewhere along the lines. She said something about Billy Carter.